Thomas and the birthday picnic. All the engines on the island of Sodor were very excited. The Fat Controller's mother was coming to the island to celebrate her birthday. The engines chuffed up and down to get ready for the big day. On the big day, the Fat Controller came to Tidmouth Sheds.
I have decided to take my mother on a birthday picnic. I want to show her somewhere special.
I can take you to Shen Valley, sir, tooted Thomas quickly.
That is a very good idea, Thomas,
beamed the Fat Controller. Later, Thomas puffed proudly into Knapford Station with Annie and Clarabelle. He was very excited. Sir Topham Hatt, Lady Hat and Dowager Hat were waiting in their birthday best. The station master loaded the picnic baskets and the biggest birthday cake Thomas had ever seen. Thomas smiled, but the Fat Controller's mother wasn't smiling. She looked very stern. She made Thomas feel nervous. Just then, Percy chuffed into the station.
You'll have a wonderful time,
peeped Percy. Thomas stopped feeling nervous. This was going to be the best birthday picnic ever. Thomas whooshed and wheeshed through the countryside. Annie and Clarabelle clattered and chattered. Everyone was happy. Finally, they arrived at the beautiful Shen Valley. There were woods and streams and green fields. Thomas was sure the Fat Controller's mother would like this. It was the perfect place for a picnic. The Fat Controller, his wife and his mother looked at the fields, but they didn't smile. The fields had just been ploughed into thick brown mud. Cinders and ashes, cried Thomas.
We can't picnic here,
said the Fat Controller sternly.
You'll have to have another idea, but hurry up. My mother's getting very hungry.
Thomas thought very, very hard. And then he set off. Thomas pumped his pistons even harder to get to the other side of the island. He was puffing to the castle. This is my best idea yet, chuffed Thomas. At the castle station, the Fat Controller spoke to the station master.
Thomas,
said the Fat Controller,
the castle is closed for redecoration and repairs. Please have another idea and be quick about it.
So Thomas set off from the castle. He rocked and he rolled, he huffed and he puffed. The Fat Controller, his wife and his mother were bounced and bumped inside the carriage. Thomas went faster and faster, trying to have another idea. The Fat Controller leaned out of the window.
Enough, Thomas, he boomed. Stop!
Thomas huffed to a halt.
Where are you taking us now?
I don't know, peeped Thomas sadly. I've run out of ideas.
Then we will have to cancel the birthday picnic,
boomed the Fat Controller.
It's too late. Lunchtime has passed and my mother wants to go home.
Thomas hoped he'd have another idea before he got to Knapford. But as he pulled in, not one idea had dropped into his funnel. The Fat Controller, his wife and his mother got off the train. And with a low toot, Thomas chuffed sadly back to Tidmouth. When Thomas got back to the sheds, the other engines were waiting. They had heard that Thomas's good ideas had gone wrong. Nothing went right, moaned Thomas sadly.
Don't worry,
peeped Percy cheerfully.
I'm sure the Fat Controller's mother enjoyed the cake.
The cake? Gasped Thomas. I steamed off before they could unload it. Now the Fat Controller's mother won't even be able to have her birthday tea. Thomas let out a big whoosh of steam. Maybe if I think hard enough, said Thomas, another idea will come.
Of course it will,
peeped Percy. Percy wanted to whistle cheerfully, but his whistle wasn't working. It was blocked with quarry dust.
Blow hard, Percy, like this,
said Gordon, and he blew a long, low note. I find toot toots better, chirped Emily, and she gave 2 high toots.
No, slow and strong is always best,
tooted Henry. That's it, Thomas tooted. Our whistles. The other engines were puzzled. Thomas beamed. I've had another idea. The Fat Controller, his wife and his mother were sitting sadly in the living room when the station master rang. They were all to go to Knapford Station. Thomas and the other engines had a special surprise. When they arrived at Knapford, they could hardly believe their eyes. There was bunting and balloons, fine food and the birthday cake. Thomas gave 1 toot, and then, one after the other, the engines hooted and tooted, whistled and blew happy birthday to you. And for the first time all day, the Fat Controller's mother smiled from ear to ear. This is the best birthday picnic ever, smiled Dowager Hat.
Thomas,
boomed the Fat Controller,
this is your best idea yet.
Thomas was delighted.